This book starts with Nancy saying she wouldn't mind kissing a handsome man who's not her boyfriend. We know, Nancy. We know. You've done it a lot in this series.
Argo Funk Book Review. Argo Funk Book Review.
Bess is starring in Mystery Loves Company, a hit Broadway play that's expanding to Chicago. I must say, I'm impressed. I didn't know Bess was a high-level actress. I didn't know she was an actress, period. In the last book, she worked at a clothing store at the mall. Continuity. As for the other people in the play, Jordan McCabe is the soap opera hunk. Kate Grenoble is his jealous girlfriend. Zoe Adams is the intense main actress. Tim Talcott is the innocuous landlord who appears at the start and is quickly forgotten. Surely he can't be guilty. Carlos Perez is the director who desperately needs a hit. Hugh Lundy is the stage manager who's got a crush on Bess. He claims there are a bunch of college interns working here, but we never see them or consider them as suspects. The play has more drama off stage than on stage. Kate causes a fuss during the big kissing scene. Zoe and Jordan argue with each other, and she throws a vase at his head. Carlos worries the theater will get shut down, so he starts accusing Hugh of being a negligent caretaker. Stop me if you've heard this one before. There's been a series of mysterious accidents plaguing the production, such as broken props and a fire. Things escalate when the culprit puts real bullets into the prop gun. Zoe is shot and rushed to the hospital, faster than you can say Alec Baldwin. Hugh is fired, but the show must go on. Carlos picks Bess to be the new lead actress, even though Kate is a professional who's standing right there begging for the job. Carlos also gives Nancy an onstage role. Again, professional actress, standing right there. Again, Kate causes a fuss during the kissing scene. Zoe insists she can still be in the play with a broken arm. Nancy's disappointed when she realizes that her suspects are all professional actors, so they're all good at lying. Thanks to the shooting, the play gets a lot of free publicity. They sell out their entire run. A publicist mentions getting Bess on some local talk shows. Please tell me Bess goes on the talk show from book 86. Someone leaves behind a poster of Bess with cut marks and fake blood. We're supposed to be scared, but I'm more surprised by the fact that Bess is such a famous actress, she's got multiple posters on the outside of the theater. Also, Nancy's in the play now. She should be on the posters too. Kate starts another fight on set, and Bess is almost hit by a falling bookcase. Everyone argues over who's responsible, and Zoe tries to take her job back. Nancy overhears Jordan on the phone, saying, "I don't want her to be killed. She doesn't deserve to die." He claims he was talking about a character on his soap opera. Things are busy on opening night. Nancy tries to search the basement, but there's no time to investigate. The play starts in 10 minutes. Nancy, why did you put off investigating for so long? What were you doing that's more important than solving an attempted murder? Oh, right, she was rehearsing the play. We don't see much of the play, as Nancy's character leaves after the first 2 minutes. So why did she have to spend that much time in rehearsal? It seems like a pretty funny play. I would totally watch it in real life. Nancy is surprised to learn Hugh has been secretly living in the basement the whole time. I think he got the idea from Nancy Drew, Message in a Haunted Mansion. The conversation with Hugh is so distracting, Nancy doesn't get back in time to check the prop gun. It's like Nancy isn't even trying to save Bess's life. Fortunately, the culprit doesn't reuse the gun plan. This time, they set off firecrackers in the audience. After a mild panic, everybody returns to their seats, and they do the scene over from the beginning again. After the play, Nancy sees Bess get kidnapped. I don't understand the choreography of this scene. The man throws Bess into the front seat of a car and drives away. But that is impossible, because he would have to walk all the way around the car, get inside, start the car, and that would be more than enough time for Bess to escape. Nancy alerts everyone, And suddenly it's 35 minutes later. Nancy stops to eat at the restaurant next door. The restaurant has a sign saying real estate values in this neighborhood have skyrocketed over the past year. What kind of restaurant has posters advertising that sort of thing? Shouldn't they be advertising their food? Nancy realizes the culprit is Tim, who's trying to get the theater shut down as part of a real estate scheme. Nancy wants to call the police, but the line in the restaurant is too long, so she leaves to find a payphone. Tim pulls up next to Nancy. She immediately turns to run back inside when he grabs her. Again, I don't understand the choreography here. Tim would have to park the car, open the door, and go all the way around the car just to get where Nancy is standing. So how did he manage to get there before her? Also, how did nobody see this? We were just told, it's so crowded here. Unlike Bess, Nancy is smart enough to open the unlocked car door and leave. Nancy's escape attempt is foiled when she falls and hurts her ankle. Tim takes Nancy to the theater's sub-basement, where he's keeping Bess. Both women are tied up. Nancy knows Hugh is secretly living in the basement, so she gets his attention by knocking on the ceiling with a mop handle. Hugh comes to rescue them, but Tim returns with a gun. There is a fire alarm near Bess. Nancy tries signaling Bess, "Pull the fire alarm! Pull the fire alarm, Bess!" But Bess doesn't get it. I'm wondering why plan A was play with the mop when the fire alarm was there the whole time. Nancy kicks the gun out of Tim's hand. What happened to her hurt ankle? Hugh catches the gun in midair. Hugh and Bess start dating. Everybody groans when Nancy says, "They'll be rehearsing for romance." The end. Postbook follow-up. I can't tell if the author is a big fan of theater, or if the book was too short, so the author was forced to pad it out with a bunch of theater stuff. Opening night starts before page 100 of 150. That just feels wrong to me. That doesn't feel like good pacing. Also feels wrong that the series now includes ads for teen horror series. I think that's the wrong target audience. When Tim was revealed as the culprit, my reaction was, wait, who is this guy? I don't remember him. Has he appeared before? So my instinct is to say the book has too many characters. It's hard to keep track of everyone. On the other hand, it is indicated there are many more people working on the play, like tech crew, costume design, and other actors, but they purposely go unnamed to keep the suspect list down. I will give them credit for having Nancy and Bess on the cover of this book. It's fairly close to being a book-accurate cover. Bess was pretty good in this book, and I like the storyline of her having a crush on Jordan. I might even say I liked it better than the other books in this series where Bess dates a soap opera hunk. It's definitely better than the romance in the last theater-themed book. Overall, I kind of liked it, but I can see it's not that good. It needs a rewrite to help with the pacing and padding issues. It has potential, but honestly, I would rather read the fake comedy play than read this book a third time. I give Nancy Drew Files number 114, Rehearsing for Romance, a 4 out of 10.